Hey guys, welcome to live lesson two. Sorry to miss you in our first team video call, but here is your assignment that you missed. So, in live lesson two, what we're focusing on today is reinforcing the digital and behavioral and educational expectations of what it's going to look like during NTI 2.0. The other purpose of this lesson and the assignments associated with this lesson are to start to build some classroom culture by introducing each other and getting to know a little bit about each other and how to pronounce each other's names. So, as a special announcement for hopefully when you can attend a regular live lesson, we have had to, as I said, change from Google Meet to another platform called Microsoft Teams. We're all getting used to it, so buckle in, and there's lots for us to learn and try out. But the reason being is because there was some safety issues with people coming into classes that weren't supposed to be there, coming in and acting very inappropriately, doing things that they're not supposed to do. So just as a heads up, the new Teams allows me to A, mute you, and B, kick you out. If you're doing something you're not supposed to, I'm going to give you a couple chances, two chances actually, to not mute yourself and not say things that are inappropriate and not at the right time. Same deal with using inappropriate language or putting things in the chat that are not related to what we're doing. And once those chances are up, then I'm going to remove you from the class. If it's something that I think that just taking a moment out, like away from the class and then coming back in might work, I might allow you back in. But depending on the situation, if you don't do what you're supposed to and I have to remove you, then you're probably not coming back. If you are removed, you will have to do the ed puzzle like this here, which makes up the participation and interaction time that we had. So, sorry, but do what you're supposed to and act right. Okay, so I want to take a minute, and in our Pear Deck, we did this as a fun kind of interactive activity where you could slide and drag this icon. But over here, just tell me right now, how are you feeling about NTI 2.0? So 0 is like zero stress. I'm feeling really good. Thumbs up. 4 is like, this is really awful. I'm feeling super stressed and I don't like it. Great. Along the same lines is let's just do an overall stress check. So 0 is I'm feeling good. I'm ready to focus. I'm rolling. I'm getting my work done. 5 is in the middle. It's like something's bothering me a little bit. I'm starting to get a little anxious, but I can still focus, just maybe not my best. And all the way at the other side is 10. I am not doing well. I cannot focus. Something is really struggling and bothering me, and my emotions are really getting the best of me. Great. So, if you remember, we talked about classroom expectations in our first lesson, and we discussed that in our regular classroom and in this digital classroom, we are going to be safe, we are going to be responsible, we're going to be respectful, we're going to be prepared, and we're going to be here. Okay, those are our big five. So, just quickly, which of these do you think is most important to follow? 1, be safe. 2, be responsible. You get the idea. Great. So now pick one of these 5 and describe to me an example of how this should look in our digital classroom. You just have to give me one example of how you could either be safe, how you're going to be responsible, or how you're going to be respectful, or how you're going to be prepared, or how you're going to be here. Just do one. Great. So I took some of the notes and some of the comments and some of the interactions that I got from the Pear Deck and from our live lesson 1 ed puzzle. But here are some of the things I came up with. With being safe, it's really important that we're staying on the sites that we're supposed to. We're not giving away information that we're not supposed to, and always wearing a mask and social distancing. We're going to be responsible by doing our best work, being on time and knowing when we're supposed to be where we're supposed to be when. Use your resources. There's a lot of things available to you, and make sure you're asking questions. Limit your distractions. I know this one's going to be really, really hard because you have everything around you. But limiting your phone, TV, having other websites be pulled up, your friend, whatever. And then also part of being responsible is checking the necessary sites. So Google Site and Google Classroom. Being respectful is staying muted unless you are asked to unmute, using appropriate and on-task language, both like if you're on the mic and in the comments. I am going to start to build this, especially as we figure out how to use Teams, but there's a raise your hand feature in Teams that allows me to know if you have something to say, and if you raise your hand, I'll get to you when I see it. Other things in the chat will be like putting a Q if you have a question, putting in an exclamation point if you have a new thought or idea, or even adding a thumbs up emoji if you really agree with what someone is saying. You're going to show that you're prepared in our digital classroom by having all of your stuff charged, have everything done that needs to be done beforehand, being on time to any of these live lessons that you come to, and then in general, just kind of taking care of all of your other business beforehand. So you have 30 minutes between classes, so that should be time to get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, take the dog out. And I know weird stuff happens and comes up, but really try to do what you can do to make sure that 30 minutes that we're together on our call can just be for us to be on our call, because that's all we get. And then be here. A lot of people said that they were struggling with this, with being awake, with being focused and engaged and participating in what we're doing. We got to really, in this digital space, I can't control your distractions, but you can control what distractions you have available to you. Great. So thank you guys for your hard work coming up with these and for participating in this. So the next piece of this is actually what your larger assignments are going to be. So some of you guys watched my introduction video. In it, I shared how many years I've been teaching at Western. So and it was a bonus question on the very first preview Edpuzzle, but I did ask it in our live lesson to see if people really had watched it and remembered. But that's also my cat Lolita again. Maybe that'll be a bonus question another day too. So anyway, these introduction videos are meant for me to introduce it and let you know a little bit about myself. And in the introduction video, I actually introduced the activity that you are going to be doing today. It is called the Four Corners activity. And the Four Corners activity can be found in your week 1 assignments. It should be down at the bottom, say number 4, Four Corners, because it's the 4th assignment that you should be doing. You should have the 3 before it done. You should have the 3 before it done, including up at the top should be your number 2, which is your sign syllabus. But anyway, the instructions are pretty straightforward. The purpose of this is for me to get to know a little bit about you. So in the very middle, you're going to write your name, including your middle name, and then any nicknames that you might go by. And then in the bottom left corner, you're going to write your grade and academy at Western. Bottom right corner, your dream or your most favorite pizza. In the top right corner, somewhere that you would like to visit. And in the top left corner, something new or fun or different that you've been able to do during quarantine. I included a slide with some kind of instructions on how you could, or how it might be best to insert photos or videos. You can even add videos if you want to. The slide template, you can add pictures from the internet or pictures that you've taken yourself. You could add videos that you've taken or videos that you found on the internet. Either way, adding some images kind of make this a little bit more exciting. So I did one as an example for you. So there's my name in the middle. You can see information about what I do at Western and my basketball team, my 2 favorite pizzas, a place I want to go, and yoga being an activity that I started doing in quarantine. So you now should go and find assignment number 4, Four Corners activity, where it's attached is that slide presentation with those couple of slides, including the instructions, my example, and then this blank template. You should be able to type within each of the boxes. If you insert a picture, you should be able to move it into the boxes and size it so it looks nice. And that is assignment number 4 that you need to be completing. So after you finish this video or after you finish that assignment, whatever it might be, you do need to make sure it gets turned in on Google Classroom, and you're not quite done with this yet. So assignment number 5 is going to have you using a Padlet link to introduce yourself using audio or visual recording posts and sharing one of the 4 corners. So I will provide, or I can't really share a link with you because it's individual for each class. But on Google Classroom, it will say number 5, Padlet introductions. That's what you're looking for. And there we'll have the specific link for your class's Padlet. Now, when we go to one of those Padlets, so I will show you an example because I can. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's my bad, y'all. Oh, we'll just go like this. So if we go to one of the Padlets, it's pretty straightforward. What I'm going to ask you to do is add a post. So I'm going to move myself. In this corner here, there is a plus sign. When you click that plus sign, it adds a post. All right. I need you to put your name here. And then you are going to create a post. I want you to either film, if you don't mind being on camera, or record your voice, or you could even record your screen as you go over your template, go over your 4-corner. But all you need to do is record yourself in some form or fashion saying, my name is blank, and one of my 4 corners was this. And you can describe it in as little as much detail as you want. The important thing is I do want you to give me, to do it, to record it with your voice, because I want to hear how you say your name, and I want to hear what your preferred name to go by is. And I also want to hear something about you. After you're done, you click out, and it will be there. If you need to edit it, you click on that the 3 dots at the top and open it there. So that's pretty much it. Those are the 2 last assignments that you have for this week. There are 5 total assignments, okay? I just gave you your last 2. They're all due on Sunday, and I hope that you're feeling okay about how things are going in NTI and in my class. I look forward to seeing you in person sometime, and have a great weekend.